Hey everybody, Qroo here. Welcome to the channel. I recently did a video on lo suficientemente. Maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't. If you didn't, you can watch it after this. It goes in a little bit more detail, but I'm going to be covering it here. I'm doing this video because I got a follow-up question from a member of my private learning group, the Qroo Spanish Crew. I have a lot of interaction with the folks there. And he said, Paul, you've talked about suficiente, lo suficiente, and lo suficientemente in different videos. What is the difference? It is a fantastic question because they are not interchangeable. So I'm going to be talking about them in today's video. All right, let's go ahead and start with, right up there at front, suficiente. And this one's going to be followed by a noun. So suficiente is acting as an adjective. Now it doesn't have gender, but it will be plural if the noun is plural. All right, let's look at some examples. Tengo suficiente dinero. I have enough money. No tenemos suficiente tiempo. We don't have enough time. Hay suficientes sillas para todos. There are enough chairs for everyone. See, that one was plural because the noun is plural. Now, I don't think you're going to have too much trouble with that, so I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next one, and that is lo suficiente. We're going to use this one when the noun isn't stated, okay? Our focus here is on the verb. Whatever we're doing, being enough or not enough. No estudié lo suficiente. I didn't study enough. Now don't try to translate that lo and be like, I didn't study it enough. What is that lo doing there? Don't look at it that way. Just think of lo suficiente as being enough, whatever the verb, okay? And it's not going to change. It's just going to be a set phrase you're just going to drop in right after the verb. No dormí lo suficiente anoche. I didn't sleep enough last night. Ellos trabajaron lo suficiente para terminar el proyecto. They worked enough to finish the project. And that brings us to our last one, lo suficientemente. A little bit of a mouthful there, don't you think? Now we're going to use this one when we're modifying an adjective or an adverb, not a noun, okay? We're saying that this adjective or adverb is enough. For example, mi español es lo suficientemente bueno. My Spanish is good enough. La sopa está lo suficientemente caliente. The soup is hot enough. Both of those examples used adjectives, so let's look at an adverb. Hablas español lo suficientemente bien. You speak Spanish well enough. Now you may want to say you do these things well enough to do something else, okay? So it becomes a longer formula, and that longer video talks about it, a bunch of different ways to use it. There's a lot going on over there. I mean, you might want to see it if you like this video, I'm just saying. No pressure though. So our formula looks like lo suficientemente plus adjective or adverb plus como para plus infinitive. And that como para is the in order to do something, all right? You're not going to try to translate this word for word and figure out this lo and why that como is there. You just take it as a set formula, you drop words into it, and you make sentences. That's it. ¿Te sientes lo suficientemente bien como para ir a la playa? Do you feel well enough to go to the beach? See that first part, do you feel well enough? Te sientes lo suficientemente bien. In order to do what? Como para, right? That's that little part. To do what? Ir a la playa. Go to the beach. Now, I haven't had you translate any of these, right? Because I'm trying to keep the video pretty concise today. And it must have worked because you clicked on it. But let's give you one right here at the end. There's our formula right there. This is what I want you to say. And it's a question. Do you speak Spanish well enough to understand me? Don't try to translate word for word. Just use the formula, drop things in. I do not have coffee here today. You got it? Hablas español lo suficientemente bien como para entenderme? Or maybe you had como para comprenderme. Okay, should have something like that. If you did, you nailed it. And if you saw that video and you saw this, that's probably why you got it right. All right. Well, that's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, just do me a favor and give it a thumbs up. And until next time, hasta luego.